This stuff here is dalle verre, set in a slab glass epoxy. It's what the stuff is made for, and I really goofed. Really, I didn't have any instruction. I couldn't find any publications, at least not in English. I finally did find a publication which, usually this dalle verre. Yeah. Anyway, so I found a publication that would actually tell me how this was supposed to be done. The glass is laid out on a I mean, you can lay it out on a pattern or not, depending on who you are. Most people would put it on a pattern. Me, I just kind of make it up as I go along, at this point anyway. And then you mix the two-part epoxy and you pour it in. Now this was set into a frame. There's a plastic bag underneath the frame so that the epoxy wouldn't stick. I also put, what's it called? Rubber cement on the back side so that if some of the epoxy seeped underneath, I'd be able to peel it off. But you can see here, here, there are places where the epoxy seeped into the facets, which basically ruins your facets. I mean, it ruins the piece because you want to be able to see this. You want to be able to see the glass. The epoxy is just there to hold it in place here too. And I didn't know how to remedy that. I tried this a long time ago and ran into the same problem then, and I couldn't find anything to tell me how to do this. But anyway, but the trick is that you take a clay, you can just take wet clay and put it in the places that you don't want the epoxy to seep into, and that creates a dam. And when the epoxy dries, which it's a pretty quick drying two-part epoxy, you just go in there and dig out the clay, and you've got all your beautiful facets, in I don't know, good working order. Let's put it that way. Here you can see. Once again, remember this was a sort of a first attempt, but right in here you can see that the epoxy's wet still because I didn't mix it well enough. I made I think 6 panels. There were 2 whole panels that were absolute toast. I couldn't save them because I hadn't mixed it all as well together as I thought I had. But anyway, I will be having more a how-to video on putting this, doing this possibly even the right way once I have enough time to look to that. But again, it's stuff that's just all of these facets here, and usually even the sharper the better, just takes the light and shoots it into a zillion different directions, and it's just such a beautiful process. It's just such a beautiful, I don't know. This is why I don't talk. This is why I make things, because it makes more sense when you look at the stuff that I make than when you actually listen to me ramble on and on. But I think you can kind of get the idea of what this dalle verre stuff is for. Okay.